The celebrity reads. I'm just going to briefly get into some information that just came to me a little while ago after I just took a little nap with Nazera Harris and what's this guy, Jerome Butts or whatever his fucking his name is. Y'all can still, I'm waiting, thank you for the people that are starting to donate for her plate. I need the donations so that I can feed her, Nazera Harris. She already told me what she wanted to eat. She wants her birthday balloon. So I found her a balloon. She told me what she wants to eat. She wants some soul food. And she wants her candles. So thank you. I'm getting donations, but, I need more. Because some people are like, and I understand you're doing the best you can and all that. $5, $10, $20. That's not going to be able to get the things I need. Y'all know how elaborate my altars get and how beautiful they are. How I don't like to just, I'm not going to have to do somebody's altar. I never have. I never will. I give them not what I want. I give them what they ask for. And so thank you, because I know a lot of you do love her and you all are concerned about her because you are donating. So I'm leaving it open until I get enough that I need to get her from the list she gave me. Everybody that physically dies, give me a list. So I've started to collect some of it, but I don't have enough to get all of it. So I'm just looking through things, and I says, what do you want? I actually go, to a particular, if I look at a site or grocery store or Instacart or something, and I'm in the store and I says, this is what you showed me. Okay, which one do you want? How many do you want? Okay, what else do you want? It's not up to me. Because if you go back and look at videos of my altars, all of them are different. The main person's Nipsey, okay, because it's his altar. But if they like him and they want to be around him and he likes them, if all the people that are in here get along, then they eat. If somebody comes in here and you don't get along, y'all fight. You can't stay here, because I'm not. There's no way I can hold spirits in here that don't get along. So they tell me what they want and how they want it, and I have to do. I feel that's what I do. This is how I live every day. I feel obligated to get them what I want, what they want, and if I don't have it yet, unless they have a relative to give it to me, then I have to wait. I'm not gonna do their shit. That's just how I roll. You all that know me, that's how I roll. So I'm waiting, and I'll let everybody give what they can, as they can. And as the days go by, when I see I have enough to get her everything she asked me for, hopefully it'll be next week. Then I'll let you know, and you'll see it, because I always show everything I say. Yeah, I'm going to do when I'm going to eat with her, because what she told me sounds really good. I want some. And she said I could have some. You know what I'm saying? Everybody I cook for or give food for, I eat with them. They like for me to eat with them. And everyone else that's in here will eat with them. It's like a feast. So that's what I'm waiting on. Okay. Let me get into briefly a message that I got, and I'm sure you all already know the answer to this. I don't know the answer. I didn't research it. I don't want to research it. I'm willing to be wrong about this, and I'm just going to say on the top of the dome what she said. Him, this guy, this killer, this sexual deviant who was also groomed by sexual deviants as a baby. I see y'all have already confirmed that y'all don't know the parents' names. There are no pictures of the parents. The parents clearly don't want anybody to know who they are. They don't want nobody to know their name. They don't want to be seen. So people that know how to do research or private eyes would have to dig and find them, because we know they have parents somewhere, unless they adopted them out and signed them over to someone, so you don't know the real ones. But we don't even see any adoptive parents. Nobody's even shown me a picture of their grandmother, who the oldest sister that I said was his pimp and his lover. She said the grandmother raised them, and she didn't. From what you all told me, she has not, nobody has gone into deep discussion about their birth parents. where they are, what they look like, how old are they, where were they born, where are they from, nothing. So that means these people don't want to be seen, which makes me wonder what kind of dirt do they have on them, the parents of these disgusting children, these sexual deviants. I go into this shop because Nazera takes me to the shop. There's a group of other little girls, there's babies, and there are some little boys that are physically dead that are hanging in the shop, skipping around in the shop. So what was this, a body shop? Did he work on cars, or what type of shop? Was it a mechanic shop? What kind of shop did he work in? A couple of shops. Him and his friends that were also dealing with underground sex trafficking of little children, little girls. Prostituting little girls to drug dealers, numbers, runners. I'm even seeing bikers. I'm seeing drug addictions here, heroin addictions, powder addictions, maybe powdered heroin pills. I'm seeing drugs moving in and out of this shop. Nazera is playing with another little girl. She was murdered in that shop, or raped and nearly murdered in that shop. Somebody was murdered in that shop. Children were murdered in that shop and trafficked and hidden and wrapped up in blankets, carpet, rolled up, something like that, put in trunks and cars. Was this a car shop, a body shop? If anybody can see the pictures of this shop, the front of it, the address, the back of it, if there are any houses nearby, chain link fences nearby, woods nearby, trees nearby, water nearby, train tracks nearby. It doesn't have to be directly in front. It could be miles away, 5-10 miles away. But if it's in that area and on that side of town, I need to see that there's a park nearby, a playground, anything like that, any national park, federal park, or any big playground park where you can go play near, where's an intersection nearby here, side roads here, lakes, railroad tracks, trains, another body shop. The little girl is there skipping around, they're playing, and most of these little girls that are physically dead have already been pregnant. Their mothers gave them abortions early, or if they had the baby, they didn't let nobody know. Either they killed it or they gave it away and had these little girls on birth control so they could fuck him and fuck other grown men. Another girl that Nazera knows because they leave from the shop he works to a factory. The other little girl said her daddy works at the factory. And at the factory, there's a lot of grown women fucking and sucking. They say it's a heavy drug presence. A lot of the people work at this factory. I don't know why I see an older Cadillac, and her daddy has an Afro like from the 70s and motherfucking 80s. And one of these is a 70s goddamn white Cadillac. But it's a really nice collector's Cadillac. It's a 2-door Cadillac, and then one of them is a 4-door Cadillac. She said her daddy drives it. He works at this factory. So it makes me wonder, are you talking about a factory that produces cars or Cadillacs? Was there ever a factory in Detroit that produces Cadillacs? Or some cars close to Cadillac or like Cadillac. You see what I'm saying? Like Ford cars, Ford truck. No, it wasn't just trucks. These were automobiles. So I wonder, were there ever Cadillacs produced in Detroit? Or were there other cars produced in Detroit? Are there still factories open right now? Because she's showing me back in the 70s. In the 80s, she's like, my daddy works at the factory. They fuck kids at the factory. They sell kids at the factory. They're hooked in with drug dealers, biking clubs, motor clubs, where a lot of these bikers that are married, have children, and travel also like to fuck other people's little kids, prostitute and traffic the little kids. They're on drugs. They sell drugs. They're drug traffickers. They're inside of the plant. Grown women sell their ass inside the plant, sell drugs inside the plant. Niggas do drugs and sell drugs inside the plant and pass around children and buy pussy behind their wife back inside the goddamn plant. What plant is this? Does anybody know? You said 9,000 Connor Street in Detroit. Do you all know what factories? Anybody from Detroit Or can somebody look it up right now? If unless you're in there, you're up there already, you know where I'm talking about. What car plants are in Detroit? Are there any car plants that are open in Detroit functioning right now? And if they're not, when did they close? Would that be Ford? Let me look. I'm sure. Let me look since nobody's answering, because I want to know. First, I want GM Ford. Thank you. It's open now. Do you, is some General Motors? Okay, good. So Chrysler. Thank you. They're still open because the other. This is another little girl that plays with her. They're skipping around playing. They leaving from his shop. It's another one shop. That girl said she was killed in his shop and she was being screwed by another man in that shop. And then said her daddy was messing with her at home with some other kids and nieces and nephews. They would bring them and they would sell them to niggas and bitches up there at the plant. It was women using these little girls too, and then they grown men use them and pimp them out at these motor club, these biker clubs, these Rotary clubs. Is it that kind of Rotary club? What do they call that? Some of these men are military, like some of them are military active. Some of them, like going back in the 70s, 80s, 90s, were retired military, like were veterans. And they're saying now these veterans are on drugs, and she showed me them smoking and doing meth and heroin, coke and pills. Said that they parents fucking on them and said these veterans like to get high, and some of them are pure gay, bisexual, like to mess with children. They pedophiles. Said it's all these things are going on in these goddamn automobile plants. He was selling some of these children and making deals, and that he got a drug habit. The one that killed Nazera got a drug habit and real weak, real insecure. I don't know what people see in him, because I would never fuck him with a goddamn cat or rat pussy. I had no babies like him. This guy's sick as hell. You can look in his eyes and tell that he's delayed and slow. You can tell that something is wrong with him. I don't know what these fucking black bitches see. When they lay up with him and then these diseases, somebody got HIV in that group. If it's not him, as one of them adults circulated and have given it to them children. And one little boy that's a straight up female, he act just like a woman, could sing and move his ass and pop his ass like a woman. He got it. And I'm talking about, this is somebody under 10 years old. Some of these babies is born drug addicts, addicted, and having sexual transmitted diseases. This is how this little girl, it's a group of little girls and some boys, and they go to this playground. That's why I asked you, was it a playground nearby any of the body shops he worked at, or parks or playgrounds near these car factories that he's telling me about, with houses, like older houses, chain link fence, railroad track. You can hear the train and some of these neighborhoods, and now I see a bus. So I wonder, do y'all have a transit system up there? Is there lakes by a park or lakes? Now I see a graveyard. I don't know that area. I never lived there, never been there. I know my father was born there. That's all I know. I don't know anybody else to tell me anything, or I'm just hearing this case. And this is what they just told me. The little girls are skipping around, and she's not bitter either. They're playing with each other. They holding hands. There's a lot of children over there that are dead, and they have babies. Some of them are having the babies still. They're having them in the astral because they were physically murdered while they were pregnant, and they made some of the children kill the other children. An older boy child was having sex with a younger girl child, and they told her to bust her in her head with a brick or rock, or heard one said cinder block. They having the babies. They don't really understand because they babies having babies. They're really like angels. They're angelic and they're light beings that died young as children. But the thing is, they were not children. See, that's another thing I wanted to warn y'all about. Y'all children y'all gave birth to, some of y'all sons are y'all karmic husbands that came through to fuck up your relationships and fuck up your life to get revenge on you in this lifetime. Some of them are not really children. They're extraterrestrial beings, demonic beings that you had relationships with a lot of drama and karmic disagreements before you then brought them through your womb into this lifetime. They want to take you down and destroy your life. I still see some of you all with death on the threshold that has slid into your home. Sliding, I see on the bottom where you step your foot into the house. These spirits are sliding in and they twins. Light and dark, up and down, black and white, like them twins you seen up there in that Lovecraft country where that white police had put that spell on that black girl so she wouldn't tell. He got mad because they had that machine, that time travel machine, and the machine picked her mama. And her mama changed her name to Eppolita, and they opened up for her mama, which showed that the black woman is God and had that key. She had that key, and they took her to another dimension where she met that other black woman with that afro where it worked on quantum time and numbers. See, so he wanted to punish the girl because the machine wouldn't come to him after they were doing magic on that house and had sacrificed black people in that house and bound them and did rituals on them and had their body parts and was sacrificing black men. And that machine was in there. They couldn't get in there, but that white lady let that black girl, just as Smollett sister, live in there. And you see, they tried to kill her, and that police tried to kill and harass her because they wanted that house empty so they can get that time machine. But that machine knowed who it wanted. It picked that black lady. And she kept working on it and opened up to her. Because she studied, remember, her and her husband, that's Angela Bassett's husband, had the bookstore and liked to deal with a lot of sci-fi and found the keys to it in the sci-fi. And it also, when you deal with sci-fi, you deal with very educated characters and you deal with mathematics. So she had to come up with the mathematical key, the formula to open it, and it opened up to her. See, them twins right there, he put them twins to drive that girl crazy and they started trying to kill her. Then the white lady did jump in because she wanted to sacrifice that man, Jonathan. Sacrifice him so she saved her life, but then she lost her arm. The little girl lost her arm. It's them two, they look like that there. But except this was a girl and a boy and a serpent and a dragon, and they just like the twins on the Matrix. The real pasty-face ass goddamn twin. This is what I see walking around here right now. That would be Gemini. It would also be the lovers, which means it's somebody that you fuck with, or your ex, or finna be your ex, or you breaking up, or you divorcing them. So remember, we dealing with Aquarius. We dealing with Taurus, Sagittarius, Scorpio. We're dealing with these planets: Venus, Jupiter, Uranus, Pluto, and we still got the planets lined up. Even for February, they're still visible. Going to be visible to the end of the month, and going to be visible during the full moon that's coming up in almost 2 weeks. These things are out, and they have followed you from this lifetime. Your mother put spells on you, put blackmail spells on you, and put black magic and destiny swap spells and take whatever inheritance your daddy left, like mine did, and tell lies on you and try to destroy you and compete with you. She knew you from a previous lifetime. Pick baby daddy, sick them on you to set you up, and police to set you up, and niggas have sex with you to put demonic spells and spiritually transmitted sexual diseases on you and shit. That's what my mother did. Tried to make me sleep with niggas that was friends of hers, and then men that could really be good to me. I found out they told me she was lying to them about me to run them away so that I wouldn't have men to love me, but then tried to make me sleep with older ass men that she was fucking, that she knew would fuck me around and dog me out and put curses and shit on me. She got mad because I wouldn't do it. She thought I was dumb. I could recognize that shit. Sick tried to do it to her other daughter too. It's women out here that'll do that shit to hold you back, bind you up, steal your destiny, steal your inheritance, and steal your soul. Like, want to be you, walk like you, talk like you, act like you. Well, y'all not only got mamas like that, you got some daddies like that, some stepdaddies like that, some relatives like that, some fake ass cousins and aunties like that. But that spirit is alive. Even if that person you deal with, that relationship is dead, that spirit get up and will jump somebody else if you don't break that curse. And some of y'all children is your karmic wife and your karmic motherfucker nigga. That's what y'all need to see. Some of these men got daughters and you're having problems with your daughter. That's your karmic wife, your karmic girlfriend before. You have problems with your daughter. You can't get along with her. She's a jealous bitch from the last time that you was goddamn here want to take you down. She really not your motherfucking daughter. She looked like a child and she looked like a daughter. You know, she young because you had birth to her. You know her birthday and shit. And she might be 17, 18 years old. That's what that body is. You don't know how that soul is. That's a grown ass demonic entity in a 17-year-old girl ass body. And you think that's a goddamn child you motherfucker talking to. But every time you turn around, the little bitch got you in some shit. Because the bitch deliberately get in shit. So it's your karmic to bring you down. Bring you down. Your competition. A bitch that was competing with you, that was fucking with you, both y'all fucking with another nigga at the same time. And then some niggas, some women in this lifetime will go with their mama damn nigga. I know of some women that done came home and caught their teenage daughter in the bed with their damn nigga and smirk at their mama and get up and fist fight their motherfucking mama. You're like, what you gonna do about this shit? You don't like the motherfucking shit? Cause that's not your daughter. That's not your daughter. There's a spirit inside of it. Is a karmic bitch that came back to challenge you the next time. She gonna kill you too. If you don't wake up, and your mama gonna use her, your daddy or other enemies gonna use her to talk to that thing inside. Or y'all need to do y'all spiritual house cleaning, y'all spiritual bath, y'all physical consecration, and really look at your children. If you got them kind of goddamn children, and consecrate them and don't trust they motherfucker ass. Especially they've been setting you up, they in and out of jail, in and out of juvenile, a big goddamn liar, whorish as fuck, always going talking about you behind your back, talking about what's in your house and what going on, and then there's always some shit in the family, and your daughter and your son dead in the middle of the goddamn shit, and you nice and good as hell and do the best you can, but you are the one always get fucked over, and you find out your daughter and son always in the motherfucking shit, or the one that's the most in it, the daughter or the son, that's the one that's not really your goddamn son or your goddamn daughter. That's a goddamn karmic that done reincarnated. That's really not a goddamn child. Just like I'm seeing with these children. Some of these are not goddamn children. Whew. Y'all, they keep telling me to tell y'all, I don't know who this is, but for them to keep saying that, there must be something going on, just like the same thing I saw in my own fucking life unfolding. And they already got a secret policy on you. They done got a dirty, crooked ass insurance agent to write up to kill your damn ass so they can get that money off of you, or whatever money they owe you, or property the family left you that you don't even motherfucking know about. And what you know about, you're going to have to fight to get, because they're going to jam it up and want to have you either on dope in a mental institute saying you crazy, siphon off you through magic, or straight up kill your goddamn ass and split that motherfucking money. That energy is still here. Just like I told you that shit months ago, it's hanging around some of y'all, and y'all need to watch yourself on these jobs. Some of y'all might be getting ready to get laid off. You need to have another job, a remote job at home, or something else going on, or look for you something else that you wanted to do, because they might offer people different packages, a severance pack. If I was you, unless that's what I really wanted to do, I wouldn't take it unless the negotiations were what you want them to be or what you need them to be, but I would not do that and not have nothing else already lined up. Because there's going to be trouble, confusion, economic unrest. You see Donald Trump doing what he can to cause it, and fucking with other countries and putting sanctions on Canada and Mexico. So there's a lot of things we may not be able to get, and if we get them, they're going to be much higher because of the shit he's doing and the threats he's making. I saw on the news tonight, I didn't know it. They got a free food bank out here In DeKalb County, they give big boxes of free food. There was people out there lined up all night long. The line was so long they slept in their car so they could get up this morning, and they giving away big old boxes of food. And some people say they don't even have to go to the grocery store because they get their food, and they don't even want to go buy no eggs because eggs cost almost $5 a carton now because you're dealing with this bird flu shit that's making them more scarce. And then just the economy and inflation is eating up the value of the dollar. And then, it seems like Trump is making it worse. So I didn't even know they had those out here because so many people are struggling, and they said they can't buy no groceries. And I guess they're not giving them all EBT, or maybe the EBT they give them because the Georgians can be kind of cheap with their EBT and shit. And they low welfare check, I guess, unless you got a whole bunch of children. So I don't know what their rates are now, what they pay, because like I said, I'm not in that program. I don't want to go back in there. I pray to God I never have to go back in there. I know what their program is like from dealing with a long time ago when my child was little. I don't want to be in there. I know because it's an economy, you got to do what you got to do. So if you need it and you need to go to the food bank, then you go and get it. I would never say don't get it. But I'm just saying I pray I don't have to because of all the changes that they take you through. And in every aspect of your life and all your business, you got to fucking tell them. You don't have no privacy with them. And then they nitpick your life and everything you get and what you don't get, and tell you what you can't have and what you can have. And because you got this month and because you made that, now we're going to cut it. We're going to increase it next month because you done spent that, or, it go up and down, they go up and down with you. I mean, just, it's not worth it to me. But I understand people do. Hey, Trill, I understand. Well, if people just need it, then you get it. I'm not saying don't get it, but just the hassle and just them invading all your privacy now. And you can't hide things now like people used to be able to 20, 25 years ago, 30 years ago. Everything is digital. You can't lie to them. They do a credit check. They do a federal and state background check. If you don't tell them what you got and you withhold shit, they will not give you the benefits. And then if they find out you lied about something, you can be subject not just to a fine, but to prison time. They don't usually give people prison time, but I'm just saying, who wants to go through that unless you just really in a tight spot? So if you're in a tight spot, like I said, I get it. I have nothing to say. Because when I didn't realize it was that many people, and I saw on camera, these were not all young people. It was people of different ages in that line and different races sitting up there in their car that were saying they were hungry and they needed food in this economy. So that tells me they not getting those stamps. They not, probably getting a lot of benefits and shit because they was in that line to get a free box. And when it was cold too. And they was willing to stay out there and sleep all night long to get, they were big old boxes too. I don't know what they had. And I said, God damn, I ain't know they were getting boxes out here like that. They stayed there all night. Referee, yes, there were Cadillacs producers. Thank you. Thank you for telling me. Besides, see all the airplane stuff you've been talking about. Yeah, I've been saying, and Nipsey said that to me, baby, since 2019. I was waiting for it to hit the U.S. I know the past few years, a lot of personal, like private little planes and 2 and maybe 3 and 4 seater planes have crashed. But like the way they're doing that, and the major ones, I've been waiting on it because I knew the FAA was outdated and they need to update their computer system. And I don't know if y'all remember, but I said that like a year or 2 ago. They were outdated and they're going to crash because of that. Then I seen an airline, was it yesterday? They temporarily suspending all their flights because somebody hacked them. What was it, like a couple of days ago? And they have had problems with their airline because the shit is outdated. I'm talking about the whole airline. This company has decided to shut down. I forgot the name of it because I screenshotted it to show it to y'all. Y'all probably done already seen it. to suspend every flight, all their services, because they have to update the computer system. Yes, boss lady, I've been saying it for years. Uh, if you had been around when I started doing Nipsey since 2019, I started saying it then. Because he started saying it to me then. I've been saying it for years. I could just feel it. I have been waiting for it. I said, it's going to happen this year. And it's going to be Asian and international airlines in the U.S. Goddamn. Anyway, that's a little bit I want to share with you. And like I say, I'm still taking a donation so I can get the amount I need to get what she's asking me for. So if y'all are pleased, I appreciate your love, your support, your subscription, and y'all sharing my videos. Somebody said when they share my videos on Instagram, they take them down. I don't know how you're sharing them, but everybody else that shares them on there and chops them up and screws them don't get taken down. When I noticed that how do I know? Because they send them all to me. When they chop and take snippets, they put it in my mail, and then it has a button there that says click to share. They always do that. So I click to share with everybody on my page. That's why I know they're not getting taken down. So I don't know how you're putting them up there. And are you putting them where you can send them to me and then give me the option where I could click on it to share? That's what everybody else does. And they don't take them off my page either. So the person that said that to me, I think it was a lady. I don't know what she's doing or how she's doing. I haven't seen it. She says they always take them down. They don't remove the other people. This is how the other people get them to me, to show me that they're chopping and screwing them and that they're sharing them, because they send it to me. And I always show my appreciation and my respect for them. And I click share it and I show it on my page for everybody to see it. Okay. So thank you. You said the monorail that's going to be built in the same spot of Nipsey property. Yeah, I know about that. I'm talking about in Detroit where these this man was having sex with these children. I saw a bus up there. Is there a bus line up there either near these car plants, one of the car plants? I don't know how many car plants are there, or in that neighborhood where he worked at these body shops, fixing on these cars, and where he ended up messing with men's and goddamn women's and messing with children's in there and selling them. And it was like a chop shop. There's a lot of legal things going on in there. I saw a bus in Detroit. So I wondered, do you have bus up there and the transit? Do you have a train station up there? The train? Well, that's old, Tria. My grandma and them back in the day, they always sold their stamps. That ain't nothing new. I understand that. You do what you got to do. You just have to get your coupons, and which even if you ain't got no stamps, it's good to have the coupons and bargains and find the food where you can, and clean it and break the meats down, the vegetables, and can them and start, saving things so you don't run out. Thank you, Asha Marie. Okay, my daughter's pregnant and can't get food stamps. You probably need to talk to their supervisor or go back and talk to someone else, because she's pregnant, so she's entitled to them. Especially if she based on certain income. If I was you, you should fight that. You shouldn't let that go. Ask to speak to their supervisor and ask them to look into the case. I wouldn't let that go. Sometimes, goddamn it, on with that shit, you have to fight for it because she deserves it. And make sure she get her Medicaid, or if she don't have her insurance and stuff, you need to go back and fight for that child and teach her how to fight to get what she needs, because she's entitled to it. No, Nikki, I haven't got it all because I need more donations. I didn't look at the whole testimony and I'm tired. I did keep looking at that shit and think about that shit. I really didn't read on that no more. It's too disgusting to me. The only time that came to me, I'm reading it now, it came to me quickly. I said, let me tell you what's coming to me quickly, because I really, this time, I just want to focus on getting her donations and get her food up there. I want to do something happy for her. I don't even want to keep looking at that shit. I don't know how long that'll go on. I cannot do back-to-back readings on that because I'm tired and it's disgusting to me. So, unless y'all donate and do what you're supposed to do on a regular goddamn basis, I mean, that shit is difficult to to look at. It's worn me down. I'm very tired. And I appreciate that. That's what you are doing at the time. That's why I did the one yesterday and got into it. And then this came back to me today. That's why I'm choosing to do it. And but I need y'all to continue to donate so I can have her what she's wanting as soon as I can, because I do want to smile with her. I don't want, oh my God, this black candle started jumping when I said that. Oh, thank you, candle. I'm so glad the spirit made that candle jump. If y'all also, well, Donna, they put a candle up there because we need to do some candle. We need to pray that God and the spirits get involved to destroy this man. His sister exposed everybody was involved and to get justice for what they did to that little girl. We can have our prayer candles up there as well as our food offerings for her and the stuff that she asked for. I already got a couple candles I'm going to light and ask God to give her justice. I want him destroyed. What he did, he shouldn't breathe too long. He shouldn't be breathing now, goddammit. This nigga's a curse upon humanity. Any man that will be born to do that to children, just because, and whoever did it to him is cursed. They should be dealt with as well. His sister is not clean. She did that to try to cover herself, and he probably ain't gonna tell on her. But he needs to fucking tell on her, because she need to be over there where the fuck he at. And their women's goddamn prison, goddamn, because she is the one that started this and helped make him the monster that he is. Yep. So we need to put our candles up there. Anybody want to donate for a candle? You want to donate for food? God is love. The word that you know what? Get your ass up out of here. I don't want to hear that goddamn shit. I ain't in the mood for that shit. Dylan, the boss, whatever the fuck you is. Don't come over here with that God is love shit. Because why did God allow that to happen to them little girls and the boys, and it's still fucking happening? Why did God even allow that shit to happen to him and then put him out in humanity to do that shit? I don't have no love for him. I don't have no compassion or no sympathy for him. That little girl is dead with a dead baby in her fucking ass behind this goddamn shit. So take that somewhere else. I'm with the old goddamn Bible. Eye for an eye, a teeth for a teeth, goddamn it. And his eyes and his teeth should be pulled. He ain't gonna be about to let nobody in jail, because you know them niggas gonna know why he in there, and they ain't finna have it. They ain't finna let him do them like that in there. See, he ain't do no real nigga like that. He did cheerers like that. So they need to do it to him. It said his partner, King, in the shop. So that's his partner named King. And the shop was smirking because he in it, baby. That's a lot of these grown people love little kids. That spirit is prevalent. Yes, I got a Walmart by me, Chanel. I would love for you to do that, baby. Contact my email. I can't pick baby no more. I told I had to get rid of my car because I couldn't drive because my feet and leg was swollen. And I wasn't feeling good. I was dizzy. So I don't have my car to drive up there. I need somebody to get it for me. That'll be perfect. But see, I'm not cooking all of that though. But I'll tell you some of the things she wants to order we can get. But I'm not going to stand up now. I try to cook no whole bunch of food, house full of food, because I don't have nobody here to eat it. So I got to make small amounts, trade just enough for me to have 2 or 3 plates, because I don't know nobody right now that I can call over here to get a plate, and I can't have all that food out because, it'll attract roaches, and rats stuff if I leave too much food out there. Oh, boy. I done got hot. Let me go ahead and get me something to drink and lay back down. So the text message between her and Jarvis. I didn't see them, baby, but somebody said they read them and they thought about my reading when they read her and Jarvis, and she's talking to him like a grown woman. Baby, she was sleeping with him. They treated her like a grown woman. She was stuck. I'm okay, Nikki. She was stuck in that situation. I can't blame that baby.
She got that syndrome, what they call that syndrome, where he beat her and the aunt beat her and mistreat her, but then she in love with him because they also keep her and watch and feed her. You know, that's a baby. Child, yeah, I be eating them plates and I had people come get them, but right now, I don't fuck with a lot of people. I've dealt with too many dirty motherfucking people, so I don't have anybody I trust to come over here and just, come get a plate and eat. Yeah, I'll tell you what I can get because I want to keep it. I'm gonna cook, but keep it small. And then some of my stuff order like her balloons and shit. But if you get them, I don't mind. That'll help me a lot. I sure appreciate that, Chanel. That's so sweet of you. Well, you saw on the ninth. Okay. Well, we'll be in touch then. I love y'all. I'll talk to you soon.